Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about top 10 of actors that ruined their career. And there's a couple of them that I never knew. I wanted to keep this top 10 with current actors, but it was a little bit tricky. So let's just get into it. The first one that I'm gonna talk about is gonna be Ezra Miller, the one we know as the Flash. He was accused of criminal charges, including disorderly conduct, harassment, and felony burglary. Not only that, but he also has been accused of having an abusive relationship with the activist, and I'm gonna say this completely wrong, so I'm sorry. Tokata Iron Eyes, that began when she was underage. For the reference, I'm pretty sure she was like 16, and he was 29 at the time. His name has been cancelled from DC series as well as other projects that he will be working on, like Fantastic Beasts from Harry Potter. The next one that I have is Mel Gibson, and if I'm being honest with you, after everything that Mel Gibson has done, I don't understand how he has a career. We know him from movies like Lethal Weapon and Braveheart. His first misdemeanor came out in 1991 when he had some homophobic remarks to a Spanish newspaper. Later, in 2006, he was arrested for drug driving. He got a DUI, which really rocketed his career. Just 4 years later, a video recording of him using repeatedly the N-word came out on the surface on the internet. A few years later, a phone call of him making racist, misogynistic comments to his ex-girlfriend, Oksana, and I'm gonna say this wrong, Grigorieva, was also leaked. Later, he was charged with a misdemeanor domestic violence against her. Topping things off, Winona Ryder came out accusing Mel Gibson of making homophobic and anti-Semitic jokes around her in the mid-90s. Okay, the next one is gonna be Armie Hammer. If we don't know him, he's gonna be the leading of Call by Your Name with Timothée Chalamet. His controversy was like the oddest thing that I have ever read. Apparently his family was involved in cannibalism as well as he was, but also besides of that, he was also accused of committing sexual acts of violence. Additional, he was also charged with drugs and alcohol abuse, which thanks to that he has been investigated by the LAPD. Next one, we have Bill Cosby, who became America's granddad, and he was beloved for everyone thanks to his show The Cosby Show. Later, he was accused of sexual assault and rape, which everyone was destroyed by it. Kevin Spacey, you might know him by the series House of Cards of HBO. However, he was revealed to be a predator, being accused of sexual assaulting a minor. Soon, other people came forward and alleged inappropriate behavior, harassment, and assault, and Spacey was fired from the Netflix show. More recently, Spacey has been ordered to pay $31 million to the production company for House of Cards because he was also accused of misconduct behind the scenes. Michael Richards, if you're a great fan of Seinfeld like I am, this was devastating. I didn't know about this, and I'm like rewatching Seinfeld right now. In a stand-up comedy in 2006, he made a decision that completely ruined his career. He responded to the main criticism with a series of racial slurs, demanding for the African American customer to be thrown out of the club. A video of this soon found his way into the internet. There was audible gasps in the room while the incident was happening in real time, with the actor that repeatedly used the N-word despite the man shouting back that the language was uncalled for. The comedian left the stage without finishing his routine. Later, Richard appeared via satellite to the Late Show with David Letterman, saying that he was sorry and he didn't have any intentions to do it and he wasn't racist. Paul Reubens, you might know him, which I didn't know. You might know him as Pee-wee, you know, from the 80s. Yeah, him. During a visit to his first in Sarasota, Florida, Paul Reubens was arrested for incident exposure at an adult movie theater, where it was claimed that he was spotted masturbating during the movie. The actor, who was 38 at the time, pledged not contest and agreed to be part of an anti-drug campaign to avoid a trial on a misdemeanor charge. His attempts to come back were quickly shut down when more charges of sexual nature were brought up against him, this time related to child pornography. But Reubens has always denied that he didn't own any sexual image of children. Katherine Heigl, she publicly criticized him two more successful projects in an interview, which was Knocked Up that she made with Seth Rogen. She thought it was sexist towards women. Although she had every right to critique her own work, her opinions didn't go well with her peers. Things went further downhill when she denounced Grey's Anatomy by withdrawing from the Emmy race. These statements received backlash, ruining her career overnight. Her co-star in Knocked Up, Seth Rogen, felt betrayed that she didn't say anything during the filming but then disliked the end product. Grey's Anatomy producer Shonda Rhimes responded was no different. She said she felt stung as Heigl had in fact requested a lighter workload. She also has been said to be difficult on set and being a diva. Gina Carano. In 2001, she posted a picture in social media comparing being a Republican to the atrocities that the Jewish people suffer in the Holocaust. It wasn't the first time that Carano shared her views, but this led of her being fired from the hit show The Mandalorian. She also canceled a planned film called What Knuckles after not wanting to adhere to Hollywood rules regarding masks for COVID-19. Jussie Smollett. He made headlines in 2019 for experiencing a hate crime in Chicago. Except for the fact that it turned out he actually staged the attack. He was then fired from his hit show Empire, where he was in his 5th season. Charges were filed against him for making a false police report and wasting police resources. A 2021 trial found him guilty of 5 out of 6 of the counts that he was charged with, and he was sentenced to 150 days in county jail. Okay guys, well that was everything for today's video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below if I forgot any actor or actress that ruined their career, or if anything, any of this were mind-blowing to you. Please don't forget to share it with everyone, with your friends, with your family, with your cousin, with your sister, anyone. And also don't forget to follow my social medias. I'm gonna leave them over here, also in the down bar below. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys!